Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is Rando Geek. So, we have some excellent news regarding T Mobile. It looks like they just locked in a great contract, a partnership with Delta Airlines. It looks like Delta has chosen T Mobile to be its preferred mobility partner. I think that if everything goes well and this relationship works out, this could be very big for T Mobile as well as Delta. I think that both sides can make a lot of money and gain a lot of customers and a lot of respect from those customers as well. So here's the update. So it looks like back in April, T-Mobile was chosen by Delta to be its preferred mobility partner. So they're saying that this will unite America's most awarded airline with the most awarded 5G network. Through this partnership, Delta will be moving over 60,000 lines to the uncarrier. I believe Delta has 90,000 employees. So it looks like out of those 90,000, they'll be moving over 60,000 accounts to T-Mobile's network. So in addition to this, Delta will deploy a T-Mobile 5G hybrid network at its Atlanta headquarters so that they can improve customer service and operational efficiency. The partnership also brings, they're saying, the following benefits. Delta's flight attendants, ground crews, and airport customer service agents will have access to superfast 5G speeds for connection related to their line of work. Pilots will have improved connectivity to digital tools and resources globally. Delta Sky Club ambassadors will have advantages from 5G connectivity and communications. So there's a couple of statements here, a lot of excitement about this relationship and what's to come. I think that Delta employees will probably see some nice change in their service, probably get excited about these speeds. We know T-Mobile speeds can be thunderous if in the right location. Also, for customers of the T-Mobile network listening to this, you're probably hoping that this would mean something free for you, some kind of benefit. Now, as mentioned earlier, if this relationship works out and things go well, this could be a long-term thing here, which means that ultimately customers on the T-Mobile network, or as well as Delta customers as well, might see some kind of new perks happening. I don't know if that will happen, but I don't see why it wouldn't. Maybe we would start to notice on the Go 5G and Go 5G Plus plans more in-flight, service or perks. Now, I know with Go 5G Plus, you get unlimited, it looks like, for any flight. You can just rock all flight long. But on the Go 5G plan, which is a little bit cheaper, $15 cheaper, you only get 4 sessions a year and it's an hour every flight. Maybe we would see some kind of change in that. Maybe T-Mobile would go ahead and make that 2 or 3 hours per flight 4 times a year, or 8 times a year, 1 hour per flight. Maybe some kind of change. Maybe SkyMile members with Delta Airlines might start to see some kind of perks through their T-Mobile wireless service. Maybe they'll get discounts. Maybe they'll get 10, 15, 20% off their network and their monthly plan. Perhaps, right? This can work out in a really good way for both. T-Mobile could start to advertise Delta products on their plans. Maybe, some kind of 10% discount off of certain kind of flights, US flights. And Delta, same thing, whatever it is. I think, most of you understand what I'm trying to say. There could be some great perks coming out of this relationship, not just, good quality service for employees, which they feel is going to make things work more functional. They're certainly saying, and they have this belief that T-Mobile is going to help elevate their game, within Delta. So hopefully we start to hear some good stuff about that. And hopefully we do see some kind of perks for both T-Mobile customers as well as Delta airline customers as well. I gotta say, before I close this video out, T-Mobile has been on fire lately. There's been a lot of good things happening for T-Mobile. The Mint and Ultra Mobile merger, taking over all those customers and having access to even more than they have had already. Another acquisition under their belt. The fact that they were able to pull this off shows that T-Mobile is just a go-getter, that they're not backing down, that they will come in and buy something if they can, and they will do what they want with it pretty much. Hopefully they'll do the right thing, but they have a lot of, they have a lot of power in the wireless industry these days, and it's been like that for a while, and it's just continuing to grow. It's almost so much that someone's probably thinking like, when is it going to stop? When will they stop growing? I don't know. I think that they will continue to grow. I think that as long as they have, the ability to keep buying and they're being blessed enough to get it, I think that they're going to continue to do that. They're building a lot of relationships. As you can see, this contract here, I think, is going to be very big for them. It's a huge contract. It's a great accomplishment to be a part of, a major airline, one of the most popular airlines, to have them choose your network for their staff and employees. And then, like I said, who knows what kind of other relationships might be built and perks that are offered for customers on both sides of the company, on both sides of these companies. Those are more things that we could hear about. And, don't forget, if US Cellular does choose to sell, which could happen 6 months from now, a year and a half, who knows? But at some point, they will most likely sell because profits will most likely decline. Competition is far too fierce for them at this point in time. They did what they did, and they were good while they were good, but it's getting rough. And really, only the strongest companies survive. T-Mobile being one of them, if they choose to sell, I'm sure is certainly going to try to get their hands on as much of that spectrum as possible. I do not think they'll be able to buy it all. It's not going to be fair. It will not happen. It will get broken up. But the fact that T-Mobile will get, once again, access to more spectrum, more customers, is just amazing. I think that they will certainly get some of that action if and when it does take place. And I'm sure many of you agree that they'll certainly get, at the very least, a very good portion. It'll probably be broken up between 3 or 4 carriers. And that's a lot. That's a lot of, that's a lot of equity for them. That's pretty good to be able to get their hands on that amount of spectrum and those customers with everything else that they already have. All the clients that they already have that they just inherited now from Mint and Ultra, on top of Sprint, on top of everything else. So my point being is T-Mobile's not going anywhere, and I'm certainly sure that we're going to keep hearing about them advancing. Not to mention, the Auction 103, finally getting their hands on that spectrum. So just a lot of good things is my point happening for T-Mobile over the course of the last couple of months. Not even that long, just months. It's been pretty good 2024 for T-Mobile so far. We'll see. We'll see how this plays out. As always, thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.